If I had the money, I would buy me a plane. I would leave behind the shadows, I would leave behind the pain. I would say goodbye to my friends and lovers and never come down again.
How are you, everybody? 5 minutes before 2 o'clock now, Mama, on this steamy Montreal Monday. 92 degrees on the lakeshore. Oh, boy, 96 at Placerville Marie. Weatherman says we're just starting to cook. Heading for news time now with some cool sounds from down Brazil way.
We should have thought of this sooner. Could have shot the whole story at the beach.
Harry's gonna kill us, Cliff. He told us to stick downtown.
Well, what do you always worry about Harry for? He's a pussycat.
He's rumored to have political connections. Play up that angle.
Do you think it had anything to do with the escape?
Find out, Ed. That's what we're paying you for, right?
Right. 10-4.
Harry, still can't reach Cliff. Do you want me to keep trying?
Jeez, if I had to depend on him, I'd be doing a bloody radio show. Now get one of the standbys.
Hooray for Hollywood. Da-da-da. Da-da.
I am just
Beautiful.
a fool.
Thank you, Joe. Very nice.
For a fancy face, a joker in the street, out on a foolish chase.
Sit down here. Oh, nice stuff out there. Nice stuff. Okay, follow focus on him. Ooh, yeah. Oh, hell. Take over, fake it. How are you? This is Cliff Reynolds from Municipal Beach with two charming young ladies who seem to have found the answer to the day's record temperatures. May I have your name, please?
I'm Jennifer Morley. Darlene Morley.
Age?
16.
And what do you do?
I'm a student.
And you're in show business, I presume?
I'm afraid not.
Oh, you're a model then?
I'm a stewardess. But she was in a film once. That was just in college.
Oh, really? I see. Well, what is your reaction to today's record temperatures?
Well, the heat doesn't bother me.
It doesn't, eh?
I enjoy it. I hope it lasts all summer.
Well, let's hope we don't get too much of a good thing, though. This is Cliff Reynolds from Municipal Beach with two cool young mermaids for CFCF News. Thanks a lot, ladies. That was great.
What's it for?
It's for the news tonight.
What's it about?
It's the story of the Heatwave, darling. Look, are you sure you haven't done some television? I'm positive I've seen it.
No, this is my first appearance.
Is it? Well, look, would you be interested in testing for a television commercial?
You're kind.
I haven't got time to talk about it now, but if you're interested, give me a call at the studio. Girl next door types are hard to find. Guys, come on. We got a deadline. Don't forget the watch.
What time?
7 or 11. 11 for sure. Bye.
Excuse me, Mr. Reynolds?
Yeah.
Can you spare a minute? It won't take a minute. I'm on your film.
Well, that's okay, isn't it?
It's not okay. I'm here with my friend, and I'm married, and it's rather embarrassing. You understand?
Yeah, that kind of thing's always embarrassing. Don't worry about it. You won't be on the news.
You sure?
Yeah, I think I can arrange it.
Thank you. We'd really appreciate it, Mr. Reynolds.
Good luck.
guess it's all right. Let's go.
No, let them go first.
What do you mean? I got it to you when I said I would. And I expect it back on time.
Harry.
Yeah, no. That'll be too late. Okay, 5:30. Where the hell you been? We've been trying to reach you all afternoon.
We've been shooting at the beach.
At the beach.
Well, you said you wanted a story on the Heatwave, didn't you?
These are no good.
What about these?
Yeah, those are better. Use one of those.
Harry, what about the Heatwave? How long do you want it?
I can't use it.
Can't use it.
There's been an escape today, or haven't you heard? I mean, that's why we were trying to get a hold of you all afternoon.
Oh, well, there's a whole day shooting down the drain.
How good is it?
It's good. You kidding? Bikinis? Human interest?
30 seconds, no more. Tonight at 11.
Not bad. Further on. Okay, start to slow down. Right there. Right from here.
Who are they?
Morley sisters. That one over there is the oldest one. She's a stewardess.
Oh, so you made contact already, eh? Cliff Reynolds, talent scout.
Fringe benefits, Sid. I told you to get out of the cutting room.
Wow.
I hate to rush you, Sid, but I'm running a little late.
Oh, yeah? Late for who? You gotta slow down, Cliff.
From here.
Right there?
I am just a cowboy in my fancy red car, cruising through the summer like a grasshopper
Daddy.
in a jar.
Daddy didn't forget.
Hello, birthday girl. Ah, don't you look pretty? Both my girls. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, I see you've been busy.
Yeah.
What's in the big one, Daddy?
You get the small one first. There it is. Going up.
What?
The
Okay.
big one, Daddy.
No, open that one first.
What's in this one?
Let's see.
Records.
Now for the big one. Can you guess? Ta-da.
Record player.
Stereo.
What are these?
These are the speakers. Hey, take it easy here. This has got to be plugged in. And a little something for the birthday parents. Chamboul Mousigny, 67.
You must be insane.
What's wrong?
She is 6 years old. She doesn't even know what stereo means.
Well, that's what you wanted.
It's just a word to her. If you spent any time with her, you'd know that.
Now, don't start anything. It's her birthday.
I don't know how you expect me to feel. Wine every night, your fancy restaurants, that damn car. Cliff, there isn't enough money in the account to pay the bank loan.
So, we'll get an extension.
We have already had an extension on our extension.
Honey, the whole country's run on deficit financing. That's what makes the system work.
Good evening. I'm Andrew Markey with the 7 o'clock Pulse News. Tonight's headlines are from...
It started.
First from Ottawa, the nation's parliamentary crisis continued today without any
We haven't missed
indication of a compromise. Government spokesmen refused to confirm or deny that an election announcement is imminent. In Montreal, a daring escape today, and a nationwide manhunt is on. Derek Lind has that story.
Jerry Quazzo, much publicized underworld figure, was rushed from Bordeaux jail early this afternoon to nearby Riverside Hospital after suffering from an acute ulcer attack. At 2:30, he was reported missing from the hospital's special security section. Prison officials are refusing to give details, but police are investigating a report a man was seen climbing the fence at the rear of the hospital and heading towards the river. The current is especially treacherous in this area. Police say there is little likelihood a swimmer could negotiate these waters. Quazzo was being held for trial on narcotics charges involving more than $1 million. Police recovered a small quantity of heroin at the time of arrest, but most of the shipment has yet to be found. For this reason, it is believed that Quazzo is wanted just as badly by his former associates, who were apparently bypassed in the transaction. Derek Lind, Pulse News.
More news from City Hall on plans for the controversial North-South Expressway. In a news conference,
We have all his people covered. Everyone he ever worked with. When he makes a move, we have him.
He's made a move. And we don't know who helped him. Why is that?
So, despite the growing protest, it appears likely the expressway will go ahead as planned. Later word now on that escape from Bordeaux jail this afternoon.
Barbara?
We have confirmed a report that Jerry Quazzo's girlfriend, Gabriella Ward, sometime television personality and model, was seen arriving at Ottawa Airport a short time ago. She was with a man matching Quazzo's general description, but identification could not be verified. Ottawa police and the RCMP are cooperating fully in the search.
That's interesting.
Montrealers sweltered today as weather made the news. With the humid details, here's Don McGowan.
Andy, it was everyone into the pool today as the temperature rose sharply as predicted. Our high was 97 degrees, no relief in sight. We'll have a film story on the summer's first heat wave on the 11 o'clock Pulse News. A cell of high pressure has stalled.
If that film is on, everything goes out the window.
Said it would
If it is,
New York City reached
how long do you think it would take them to trace you?
this afternoon. Washington had a record 109.
Oh, that's enough.
Looks like a two-bottle night.
Oh, no, you don't. Coffee's on.
This one, Daddy.
We've heard that one twice already. Turn it down, love.
But it's better when it's loud.
I'll get the coffee. Hello.
Turn it down, love.
Yes, yes. One moment, please. You.
Hello.
Mr. Reynolds? We haven't met, but you photographed my gentleman friend and I at the beach this afternoon. He talked to you about it?
Oh, sure. I remember.
Could we make some arrangement with you to get that film?
Why? I told him there was no problem.
But we don't want to take any chances of embarrassment, you understand. We're quite prepared to show our appreciation. Would $500 make it possible, Mr. Reynolds? Yes, it's worth that much to us. But it must be tonight.
Well, if it's that important, where can I meet you?
Do you know the Crescent Rally Club? I'll be at the bar at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Okay, I'll see you then. I'm sorry about this, honey. It won't take long.
How much do you expect me to take?
Hey, look, it's money. It's a chance to make $500.
Doing what?
I have to go back to the studio. Find some film for a lady.
A lady.
Go. That's 1-1. There's 3. That's 4. I'll buy that one. Come on, David.
You seen Sid?
Yeah, he just left. There's 1. Come on, Dave. Come on. Go ahead, David. You need 1 more. Stop the clock. You did it. You beat the clock. Sensational. Oh, terrific.
Jerry, you shouldn't smoke.
What's happened to Gabriella?
Relax, Jerry. Gabriella will call.
I want you to be careful with this Reynolds guy.
I'll handle him exactly as you said.
Baby, you don't know how much I love you. Can you turn around? I'm gone, leaving you here with a sad, sad song.
Yes, sir. J&B, no Weiss. Check, please. 3 scotches, $5.25.
Mr. Reynolds, please get in.
I've been waiting since 9 o'clock.
I'm sorry. Please get in. Do you have the film?
No, I don't.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means I haven't found it yet.
He's willing to keep looking, but $500 won't cover his expenses.
So that's it. Is he still with you? Okay. You haven't been followed? You sure? Mr. Reynolds, thank you for coming. Won't you come in? What are you drinking?
Straight Scotch.
Hello? We were wondering what happened to you. Just a moment. Toronto.
Make our guests comfortable. Hello? Hi, love. I was beginning to worry about you. Is everything all right?
I'm sorry we're late, Jerry. 1 or 2 delays, but everything's fine. What about you?
A minor complication, but I think I can handle it. How's your friend?
Oh, he's well. He's happy in his work. No, darling, I won't make him too happy. Male models aren't exactly my type.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
To economy to New York, please.
Yes, sir. One way or return, sir?
One way. How much is that?
$74.
When does it leave?
At 10:30.
Yes, Jerry, I will. Take care. Bye-bye.
Any luggage?
Oh, just hand luggage. Everything all right?
Fine, darling.
Gate 49. Boarding immediately.
Final call for Air Canada Flight 253 for New York City, boarding at gate 49.
Suppose I call you a liar, Mr. Reynolds.
We shoot a lot of film. It'll take time.
And your time is worth more than 500.
You'll have to be the judge of that, I guess.
Is your drink okay?
Yep, it's fine.
What if I decide not to pay you?
That's up to you, isn't it, Mr. Quazzo?
Isn't this a little out of your league, Mr. Reynolds?
I want you to understand I've taken precautions.
Like what?
The film could get into the wrong hands. Very generous.
2,000 to be exact. Call it a down payment. Drink up. It's been a long day.
Your wife will be expecting you. You have a family?
Yes, I have a daughter.
Really? How old is your daughter, Mr. Reynolds?
She's 6. 6 today, in fact.
Well, I hope she has many happy returns. I hope to have kids someday myself.
Okay, when do you want the film?
Oh, that's not so important now that I have your friendship.
You said this was a down payment.
And I'll match it in a day or two. Once I'm sure I can count on your discretion. Well, you'd better get home to your wife and daughter. I'll be in touch.
Cliff? You know what time it is?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I dropped in for a few drinks after my meeting.
Then there's the mayor's arrival at the airport. Bill, you and Carl take that. And try and get a statement. Now, I want to follow up on the Quazzo story. He and his girlfriend apparently bought 2 tickets in Toronto last night for a flight to New York. But the FBI reports no trace of them when the plane arrived. So there should be a police statement. Cliff, you better check on that.
If he's in Toronto, we expect your people to find him, same as we would do here. We're aware of the New York reports. Our colleagues are checking. Good, good. Please do not tell me my business. I know my responsibilities. Okay.
Dominic giving you a hard time?
Everyone will be giving me a hard time until we resolve this matter.
Think you recognize this?
Looking like this.
I think you look great. I dig the natural look. Do you mind?
Mozart again.
He wrote this when he was 9. It's enough to restore your faith in humanity. It's the next stop on this Cook's tour.
A motel near Niagara Falls.
Now that is possibilities.
Bonjour, Monsieur Reynolds. Comment allez-vous?
Très bien, Jean.
Est-ce que les escargots sont à votre goût?
Comme toujours, Jean.
Merci.
Miss Morley, let me present Chef Jean.
How do you do?
Pleased to meet you.
Eh bien, je vous souhaite bon appétit. À bientôt.
Merci, Jean.
When I called you this morning, I never expected anything like this.
Wait till you try the Tornado Rossini. It's fabulous.
Mr. Reynolds?
Côte Nuit Village, 67. Oui.
I think that your camera's going to be a little out of focus this afternoon.
That's how you win awards. I'll call it cinema verite.
We're just about giving you up.
Gentlemen,
A better hand hold. Get me the shoulder brace.
Acting Inspector Murray will make a brief statement.
Sound is ready.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. This will be brief. At the moment, we have nothing further of a concrete nature to report on Jerry Quazzo.
What about reports he was in Toronto and New York?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to comment on specific reports. As you know, there are other people who seem to want Mr. Quazzo as badly as we do.
Do you mean George Sturtsey?
No comment.
How much heroin is involved?
A significant amount.
Can you give us any details?
Well, our information is that Quazzo brought in 2 shipments on his own from France. The first he's already sold on the American market.
What are the chances of finding him alive, Inspector?
We prefer to think positively.
The tax lawyer is here.
In a minute. Wait, Sal. You'd better hear this. I want the word passed. There's now an open contract on Jerry for $25,000. Make sure his own people know.
I think you should be quite comfortable here.
What about you?
It's safer if we aren't together.
I want to see us. Let's have a drink at least.
Really, I'd like to, Bob, but we might spoil everything.
Where are you staying?
Somewhere in town. This will all be over with tomorrow.
No me, no Wolfgang Amadeus.
Remember, the name is Norman Kovacs with an S.
With an S. If you should change your mind about that drink, you can always get my room number from the clerk.
I will, Mr. Kovacs.
Norman to you. See you.
It's quitting time.
Come on, come on.
Looks like you've had a head start.
One or two?
No, I gotta finish here.
Come on. I'm by.
Said the magic word. Hello.
I'll see you in the lobby.
Hey, Cliff. Sexy voice.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello, it's Barbara Lawrence.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Just fine. I was wondering if you'd be free to drop by for a cocktail. Perhaps on your way home?
Well, that's very kind of you. I'm afraid I'm pretty well tied up.
Well, that's too bad. I have your final installment. My friend left it for you.
Oh, he's checked out, has he? Really? Well, I must admit, your invitation's sounding better all the time.
So you're not too happy on the newsbeat?
No, the sooner I get back to documentaries, the better. I start one this weekend in Toronto, in fact.
Really? Sounds interesting.
It's a stunning dress.
Thank you. It's one of my own designs.
You design it?
Mm-hmm. I have a boutique on Crescent Street. Originals and imported lingerie.
Imported? Great. I never buy domestic.
Well, maybe I could show you some samples. At the shop for your wife.
Thanks very much.
I think we'd better get our business out of the way. I have your final installment, but there's something Mr. Quazzo would like you to do for him in return.
Oh?
It's a phone call.
What kind of phone call?
He left his instructions.
$2,000?
Mm-hmm. Can you make out his handwriting?
Phone call is to George. No last name at this number.
And he said you're not to leave your name.
You say exactly this. It's about Jerry Quazzo. I know where he is.
Although no landing was attempted on this trip, it's obvious we've got a lot to learn from the Earthling. Now, first close-up shots of that Earthling. Here we see him at dinner. A carefully...
Of course, wild rice with the duck.
Hello?
Endive salad, no garlic.
No, he's not here.
And for dessert...
Who's speaking, please? I said he's not here. I'll take a message.
He's at the Ideal Motel, Highway 405, near Niagara Falls.
What name? Norman Kovac. K-O-V-A-C-S.
I'm helping him because I have to. It's as simple as that.
Oh, I thought you and he were...
Were is right. 10 years ago. When I was a little less wise. He set me up in business. And Jerry is someone who believes in collecting his debts.
I find it hard to think of you as the domestic type.
That's because you don't really know me. Why don't you choose the wine? You seem to be quite a connoisseur.
It's 8:30 in the honeymoon capital of the world. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine, lovers. Old man weather's going to suck it to us again today. The humidity will hit 100% with a high of, would you believe, 98 scorching degrees. What do you say we spend the day under the falls? Or beat the heat with the cool sounds of 900 radio? Right now, it's 74 degrees at 900.
Good morning, Mr. Quazzo.
Sorry, Harry. Bad night. Bad night.
It's okay. You're on standby.
What's with the Quaso story?
It's all over. It was on the wire an hour ago. He had his head blown off. In Niagara Falls, of all places.
Cliff,
Let me in.
what is it?
Open the door.
What's wrong, Cliff?
Don't play games with me. Quaso was dead because of my phone call.
Keep your voice down.
What the hell do you think I am? Some kind of flunky who's used to being pushed around?
Good morning.
What the hell's going on?
Surprise?
Who was he?
He?
Your victim in Niagara Falls.
Oh, a guy who looked like me who just happened to be carrying my papers. Barbara, I think your guest could use some coffee.
Don't walk away from me!
I made a deal with you. You were happy enough to take the money.
I didn't know it was murder.
I didn't kill anyone.
You planned it.
2,000 is a lot for one phone call. But don't get me wrong now, I'm not complaining. It was worth it to me because my friend George is going to have a lot of explaining to do.
Gentlemen, it's a little early to expect me to go anywhere.
We have a warrant, Mr. Sturtsey.
I assume you've heard of George Sturtsey.
I sure have.
Where are you going? I paid you $4,000, mister! You think you could just walk away? Helping a fugitive. Taking money for it. And now an accessory to murder. If you have any ideas of doing something foolish, just remember one thing. You have a little 6-year-old girl. Now let's go inside, sit down, and be sociable.
Do you take cream, Mr. Reynolds?
I should buy stock in a dairy. I understand you're going to Toronto Friday. Who with?
The station wagon full of equipment.
What about your crew?
They're coming later.
Why?
I have to scout locations. What do you want?
I'll let you know. Tonight. You sure you want to have some coffee? Here, allow me.
What's this about tonight?
Sorry to break up your evening again. Meet me at 10 sharp. And
No! Tell me now!
don't say no to me. Do as I say. Please. Tonight at exactly 10, you'll meet me at the corner of Prince and Wellington. Right?
Yeah.
Reynolds. Never say no to me again. Remember that. Barbara, the gentleman's leaving.
Are you all right? Well, I didn't think we should trust you.
He'll do what I tell him.
I think you're right. He's terrified.
So terrified, he's liable to do anything.
I think we could trust him.
But what if we can't?
I know him, you don't. He's not prepared to cope with Jerry's kind of violence.
Jerry, I don't like this. We're too close now for anything to go wrong.
Hey. Come on now. Nothing will go wrong, love.
Do we really need him?
I don't know yet.
Cliff. I said you were on standby. I had to send another man out with your crew.
I'm sorry, Harry. It's a family problem.
Have a seat. Now, on the Toronto job, the budget is tight. Shoot 2,000 feet and no more. I've lined up interviews with all the leading authorities on the subject, a couple of professors at the university. Yes. Just a minute.
Hello. Who?
Jennifer Morley. You have a short memory, Mr. Reynolds. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, but I'm going to have to get back to you.
Oh, it's just that you told me to call you if I changed my mind about tomorrow. Well, I decided I can make it after all.
Okay, but, see, I've got to go out of town.
Oh, I see.
But I'll call you next week. Okay? Fine. Take care.
Your, family problem?
Cliff, I've asked the child once to go to bed.
All right, sweetie, it's bedtime. I'll finish this tomorrow.
Can I have a story? Your father doesn't have time, Janet. He has an appointment.
You go ahead, dear. I'll be in a minute. Now, we've had this out before. This is business.
Oh, sure. 10 o'clock business.
Business! Look, with this Toronto thing coming up, it might be a good idea for you to take Janet to see your mother. Stay about a week or so.
That would be convenient for you, wouldn't it?
What are you doing here?
I'm meeting somebody.
What's your name?
Cliff Reynolds.
May I see your driver's license?
Central, 2405. Armed robbery, corner General Housing in Ottawa. Suspect, 5'8", heavy set, black and gray hair.
All right, I'll give you a verbal warning this time. No stopping after 6. Been a lot of robberies around here.
Cliff, come in.
Where's Quazzo? I missed him. I was there, but...
I'm sorry. He couldn't make it. He's had a really bad attack. You look exhausted. Why don't you come in and relax? I'll just take this up to him. Pour yourself a drink. I'll be right down.
How is he?
He seems better. He's going to try and get some sleep.
Oh?
He'll contact you tomorrow.
That gives me something to look forward to.
Cliff, I'm sorry about tonight, but we just couldn't reach you.
What the hell's he want from me?
He doesn't confide in me. He just tells me what he wants me to do. I'll be as happy as you to see him go.
Is he leaving?
As soon as he can arrange it.
I'd like to blow the lid off this whole thing.
Cliff, it's not only you, there's your family. Jerry means what he says. Let me get you another drink.
Oh, no. No. Thanks.
Are you sure?
Positive. It's been quite a day. Take care.
You too. Try not to worry too much.
Good night.
Good night, Cliff.
Look, Miller, we agreed that you would take delivery of the shipment here, a straight cash sale. Now, you can't expect me to go to New York. Yes, I know things have changed. Okay, you've made your point. But New York City is out of the question. Somewhere upstate, I don't know. All right, I'll be in touch tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah.
You shouldn't have agreed to it, Jerry.
He was ready to call off the deal. Instead, she's got the pressure on down there.
It's all getting much too dangerous. Hello?
Is Jerry there, please?
Hello. Sorry, love, I was talking to New York. I'll fill you in tomorrow. What about our boy?
Everything's fine. Came right over here just as you said he would.
Okay, I told you we would. I'll be in touch in the morning. Now you sleep tight, you hear? Well, our cameraman friend passed his little test. It's a good thing, because now we have to use him.
Even if it does work, he could still talk afterwards.
I think not. Come on over here.
Remember, you want me at the boutique first thing in the morning.
First things first.
What about Barbara? You're not going to have her money for her now?
Why don't you let me worry about Barbara?
You've done a marvelous job, Barbara, really. I'm glad you like it. Tell me, is the length all right for you?
Oh, I think so, because the shoes I'm going to be wearing are slightly lower than this. I just wondered about the cuffs, though. Do you think they need tightening?
Well, I suppose we could move the buttons.
Est-ce que je peux vous aider?
No, Miss Lawrence is expecting me.
All right.
Well, can I have your name, please?
Alors, peux-tu t'occuper de Madame Wellesley maintenant? This way, please.
These are exactly as they came from France.
Of course. It's in the padding.
I know where it is. Open one, please. Okay, that's enough.
Don't spill it.
Okay, now we have to take them all out.
Why? The other shipment was collected like this.
This isn't going to be collected. I thought Jerry told you. We have to get this out of the country ourselves. Could you resew this?
What about the payment?
What about it?
When do I get paid?
When we get paid.
And when is that, may I ask?
When we deliver. It's going to be somewhere across the border, upstate New York.
I'm telling you, there was no choice, love. Miller was going to pull out. Look, it'd be a lot safer for me if he'd come up here. You know that.
But our agreement was that I'd be paid before you left. Yes, I realize that. But what guarantee do I have?
What guarantee do I have? Look, love, without you, none of this would have been possible. Now, we're going to have to move tomorrow, first thing. I want you to contact Reynolds.
Well, that isn't much time. Jerry, I'll try. That's all I can do. Yes, okay.
Better sew that one up.
Have your statement, Mr. Sturcey.
The police had no evidence. My lawyers are considering what action to take.
Did you know that Jerry Quazzo was alive?
I know only what the police tell me.
Do you think he's still in the city?
Barbara? Any problems?
No. Have you heard the news?
Sturcey? Yeah. It changes things. What time is it?
12:30.
What time does your shop close tonight?
6 o'clock.
Then that's when we leave.
Tonight?
I can't risk hanging around any longer. You've got one more thing to do for me, and that's all. You'll be rid of me tomorrow.
I'm going to Toronto tomorrow.
Correction. You're going tonight. Only you won't be stopping in Toronto. I have a delivery for you to make across the border in Buffalo. It won't take long.
What kind of delivery?
Something small. You can fit it in with your gear.
My gear won't be allowed across the border without all kinds of customs papers.
You get them.
It isn't that simple. It'll take time.
You've got all afternoon. Look, Reynolds, this is very important to me. Now understand that. And it's just as important to you and your family.
Jerry, can we have a talk?
Later, love, I have to call New York. They're waiting. And our friend here has to start working on his red tape.
Mais ça vous va très bien. Oui. C'est super. Ça va?
Ça va.
Êtes-vous confortable?
Confortable, oui.
George.
Yes, what is it?
Sorry, there's a call on the private line about Jerry.
Yes? Who is this, please? How did you get this number?
From Jerry Quazzo. Yes. He's leaving the city tonight.
I see. How do you know that?
Before we go into that, I want to know if you're interested in a business proposition.
If I had the money, I would buy me a plane. I would leave behind the shadows. I would leave behind the pain. I would fly beyond the clouds, so high above the rain. And I'd say goodbye to my friends and lovers, and never come down again.
Meet your new assistant. One stop in town, and then we're off to Buffalo. Okay, let's get your stuff inside. This stuff hidden in your equipment. What's the best place? The camera?
There's no room in there, just a motor.
Open it up, let's have a look.
Maybe I better turn the front lights off.
Yeah. What are these?
400-foot magazines.
Where the film is kept.
That's right.
When the film's inside, it can't be opened, right?
Yeah, it can't be exposed to light.
Open it. do you have?
6, 2 in the car.
That's enough. Go with them, love.
What's wrong?
You know what's wrong.
No, I don't, Jerry. Jerry. Jerry, you're wrong. Jerry!
Yours was the black, right? Double sugar. Regular, right?
No chocolate?
None left. I had to get jelly.
Any comments?
Yeah. Find Barbara Lawrence.
Okay. We've established you were helping Quasso.
I've admitted I was helping him. He was threatening my family.
How long were you helping him?
A few days.
How often did you see him?
Not often.
How much did he pay you?
Nothing.
We found $4,000 at your house. Your wife can't explain it. Can you?
2 people murdered, and you were running away. Now, is that your equipment, or isn't it?
They were forcing me to help them. I told you that. They get the stuff out of the country, the heroin or whatever it was.
You don't know what it was?
No, didn't know.
Have a taste. It's open. Go on. Well?
Flour.
If you're good, we'll let you bake a cake.
It's packed in your equipment, and you don't know what it was.
No.
You made a deal with Quasso, right? That's why you were helping him. That's why he was paying you. Then you found out they pulled a switch. This is a result.
Look, why don't you find Barbara Lawrence? She was there.
She was working with you, wasn't she?
She was not.
A doorman in her apartment building says you were in and out all week.
Quasso was there. She was working with him.
And who was working with George Stertzy?
Please, I don't want you to worry, Miss Lawrence. However, it is imperative that we get you out of the country as soon as possible.
But won't the police be watching the airports?
We'll make all the necessary arrangements. There's no problem.
I suppose you don't know George Stertzy.
Sure. I filmed him here yesterday.
Stertzy's involved. We know that.
I've never met the man.
Did he plan the switch? And the murders?
I don't know. I'm a TV cameraman. I'm not a bloody dope peddler.
Sturtzy's middlemen are always clean.
Know him?
No.
He was found dead in a Niagara Falls motel with Quazzo's papers on him. Sturtsy had him killed by mistake, right?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a simple, straightforward question. Have you had any involvement with George Sturtsy?
Oh.
I think you're lying. The only answer is Sturtsy. And we can't get at him without you.
Just find Barbara Lawrence.
There's a bullet in her. But if she's involved with Sturtsy, you know how he operates. And that leaves us with you. Tell us what you know about Sturtsy.
We're gonna need a head slate, okay?
Okay, roll. Stand back, please.
Can we have a comment, Mr. Reynolds?
My client does not wish to...
Have charges been laid?
There will be no statements.
What's your side of the story, Cliff? What's your story?
Sorry, no statement at this time.
Pulse News learned later in the day that Reynolds has not been charged, but is being held on a coroner's warrant as a material witness. Throughout the day, police stepped up their efforts to locate Barbara Lawrence, whose downtown boutique was the scene of last night's double murder. Finally, late this afternoon, their search came to an end, as exclusive Pulse News film reveals. The car was found abandoned 20 miles north of the city off Route 11. In the trunk, police made a grim discovery: the body of attractive 34-year-old Barbara Lawrence, bound hand and foot and shot twice through the head. Police are now working to establish the link between this gangland-style killing and the two murders last night. Pulse News will remain on the scene here at police headquarters, awaiting further developments, including a possible statement from material witness Cliff Reynolds.
That was a special live report from CF Man on the Spot, Derek Lynn.
Sturtsy's involved. We know that.
And, of course, any further developments will be reported on...
But we can't get at him without you.
Well, the day's other big story was from Old Man Weather. He finally gave us a break.
He was found dead in a Niagara Falls motel. Sturtsy had him killed by mistake, right?
Andy, a big sigh of relief all over the province as that cold front moved through the forecast area overnight. There has been a dramatic drop in temperature back to normal values. Oh, if you're counting, the heat wave lasted 4 days, and the summer isn't over yet.
Tell us what you know about Sturtsy.
But the next few days will be more comfortable. In the wake of that cold front, we have partly cloudy skies just west of us.
I am just a fool for a fancy face, a joker in the street, out on a foolish chase. Shallows of a dream, I would wade out deeper, but the tide is cold and mean. If I had the money, I would buy me a plane. I would leave behind the shadows, I would leave behind the pain. I would fly beyond the clouds, so high above the rain. And I'd say goodbye to my friends and lovers, and never come down again.